We're joined now by Sacramento-based author Evan Ream. Evan, let's talk a little bit about this. We gave a little bit of context at the top of this, but for those who might not be familiar, take us through Sac Republic's inception in 2012, 2014, that first season, to now. What's happened with that?
Yeah, so Sac Republic, when it was first announced in 2012, not a ton of people attending the press conference. The Kings were in the midst of a battle to save their very existence, and so no one was really sure what was going to happen. And then in 2014, the first game at Hughes Stadium drew 20,231 people, and that made headlines both locally and nationally. And ever since then, the city of Sacramento, I think, has been in love with Sacramento Republic FC. It helped that they won the championship in 2014, the USL title, and then in 2022, I believe, made it to the US Open Cup final, which is the game they're playing tonight, or a game in the tournament they're playing tonight.
So this is really exciting, and even recently as last year, there's always talks, right, about Sac Republic finally getting brought into the MSL. So talk a little bit about MLS. Sorry, my producer just corrected me. Sorry, Evan. MLS.
Okay.
So talk a little bit about why Sac Republic has maybe not been brought in at this point, and what that looks like and where we stand now.
Well, so in 2019, they were granted an expansion franchise, and then COVID happened, and the majority investor, Ron Burkle, ended up pulling out. He didn't pay a single cent to MLS of the, I believe, $325 million expansion fee. So the bid was all set to go, and because of funding, it was pulled. There have been a couple stories, I think one on your website, that have showed that potentially there is some interest in outside investors, but I mean, it's really a matter of dollars at this point, and then we'll see what can happen if MLS may decide to come back to Sacramento. Who knows?
So the MLS League, of course, the Pro League, San Jose Earthquakes, who Sac Republic is playing tonight. Can you explain to us how it comes about that Sac Republic plays a team that is not in their league?
Yeah, of course. So, I mean, it's similar to tournaments that you have all across the world. Probably the most famous one is the FA Cup, where it's an open tournament. Anyone can enter. And I mean, if you and if we wanted to get 9 other people and start a professional, or not a professional team, but start a team together, we could enter in the qualifying phase and, maybe qualify. And so it's like a March Madness style single elimination tournament. It's just that all levels from professional, right, second division, semi-professional to amateur are represented, and it's kind of an exciting way to play the game. And it's probably one of the oldest sporting events in the country. The first version was, I believe, in 1914. So a lot of history. Yeah.
A lot of history to talk about, a lot of history that you write about in the book. I know you're a huge soccer fan, but what made you want to write this book?
Writing a book has been something that I've always wanted to accomplish, but I feel that the story of Sacramento Republic FC is particularly compelling because the club kind of came out of nowhere, surprised everyone, and then within a few months, Sacramento was being talked about nationally as a soccer city, and it really is. And that happened in 2014, and that's what the book is about. I think it's a really interesting story, and I wanted to fully tell it.
Well, we're sure glad that you did. And I have to ask before we go, Evan, as a Sac Republic expert, they played the San Jose Earthquakes 2 years ago. They beat them. What do we think is going to happen in tonight's match?
Yeah, it's hard to say, just given the nature of the competition. San Jose right now has one of the worst records in MLS, and Sac Republic has one of the best records in the USL. And I don't think Sac Republic has ever, I could be wrong about this, ever lost at home to an MLS team before. So who knows? Should be an exciting game regardless.
We'll certainly hope that we can keep that streak alive. Thank you so much, Evan Ream, Sacramento-based author of the book, Not When, But If, detailing Sac Republic's journey through its inception to now, the ups and downs with the MLS. Evan, thanks so much for your time. We appreciate it.